guys? What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris, going to be casting a game from round 5. Yes, I think this is actually the first time that there is a round 5. Usually round 5 equals semifinals, and usually they're best of 3. But we're still on best of 1 for now. This time it's going to be between White Noise on the Radiant For Love International, Fl.Int, if you prefer, on the Dire. This is because this is round 5 and League of Dota week 6, round 5. Buy the ticket and all that good stuff. I'm told that there are 200-ish people watching in Dota TV, so shout outs to every single one of you. Unfortunately, I can't see the chat, which would be incredibly amusing for me, although at the same time very distracting. I would love to I would love to see what's being said, but yeah, unfortunately that's not a possibility right now. So if you have any feedback, make sure to just get it to me somehow. Yeah, I think that should be it for all that necessary stuff, all that boring stuff. Get that out of the way because we're in for a better game. Because these teams, having survived up to round 5, have to be pretty good, right? Unless they're just really lucky. They're either really lucky or really good. And either way, I would like to see a really lucky team that's really bad win up to now and then continue winning, just because that would be hilarious to me. But bands coming out, they are looking pretty normal. Nature's Prophet being a band that I wouldn't ordinarily say would warrant a ban necessarily. He's a hero that has been completely skipped by many teams in this tournament thus far. And, well, it's because he could easily be dealt with. There are more intense pushing heroes to worry about, Death Prophet, Pugna, namely. And, well, he's generally not as big of a threat, though. It won't really matter this game. He's not in the pool. Slark is a hero that I would say is a little bit more of a worry. Alchemist, CM, hell, anyone who's picked right now is already a little bit more of a worry than Nature's Prophet, but that's fine. Maybe not Luna. I think Luna is very interchangeable. But we have some picks on the field as well. Luna as well as the Clockwork being the first 2 picks
10 seconds
for
remaining.
the White Noise squad. So we'll have that carry in the Luna, showing their carry hand very, very early. Unlike the Alchemist, Luna doesn't have the potential of abandoning that carry ship and going for a support roaming role. Roaming Luna, I don't really think that works. I've never tried it, but I don't really know if I would want to try it. And then Clockwork will, of course, hold down the fort on the top lane. For Love, we'll pick up the Alchemist as well as the Crystal Maiden as their first 2 picks. And I'm pretty sure this could be just a laning combination, just Alchemist farm, Crystal Maiden with the babysit, support, aggression, what have you.
Reserve time.
It also could be a very effective roam combination. Not the best versus the Clockwork, though, because you don't really have any instant way of locking him down. Like, there's no Hex, there's no Shackle, or any one of those spells that instantly stuns the Alchemist stun. By the time it's in the air, the cogs are already up, and then Alchemist can't really do anything, which is kind of rough. So that means that they'll have trouble killing the Clockwork. It'll be really easy killing the Luna. It always is easy killing the Luna early on. So as far as a roaming combination for Love, they're in the money right now. It doesn't really get much better than Alchemist as well as Crystal Maiden. Hell, they could even add another support and have that Alchemist be carry and then just apply all that pressure to one lane. Once again, they'll run into that problem of that lane is probably going to be going up against the Clockwork, who's very durable against those kind of things. But that'll be a problem for the next couple picks, right? Slark as well as a Mirana now. Getting rid of For Love's Chain Stun combination. They want to mitigate the roam as much as possible, White Noise, and For Love, it looks like they're just pushing out the hero. What the hell? I just lost my mouse for a second. Okay. They're just pushing out the heroes that are just going to be really annoying, and For Love, with the Lifestealer pickup, solidify the Alchemist as that support roaming role. After seeing a lot of Alchemist carry, after seeing a lot of Alchemist roam, I gotta say, I just like the roaming Alchemist a lot better. And Alchemist is a lot more fragile now, and his stun packs a wall up. It really does hurt. I think it does more damage. It's like a above average. That is not the stun at all. It's it's an above average stun, or it's above average spell, let's say, as far as damage is concerned. Especially once you get the armor reduction on top of that, and any other armor reduction tool that you have on your team. So it's an above average nuke, and if your Alchemist dies, then it's really not a big deal, because his job is just to do one thing. It's not to survive. His job is to get the stun out. His job is to lock down one person, drop the acid, and then hopefully not die, but sometimes shit happens. And that with the Lifestealer, that will be a very aggressive lane, though it looks like the roaming is still going to be the real threat. White Noise is going to respond to this with the Venomancer. So that's Venomancer in response to the Lifestealer. If you get the Gale out first, you're in the money. Otherwise, you're in a little bit of trouble. Very, very vulnerable hero versus the Alchemist as well as the Crystal Maiden. There's not much the Venomancer could do if he does get aggressed upon by that combination. And For Love, they're just getting everything they really want right now. Puck as well as Lifestealer, we've seen that combination time and time again with the Alchemist Crystal Maiden laying down the pressure for, ganking whoever's in the mid lane. Puck doesn't really have much trouble against that many matchups. I guess OD is the most notable one, but obviously that won't happen because OD is not in the pool. So Puck, this is pretty much the free pick, and ooh, White Noise. White Noise bringing the fire. I guess that's exactly the opposite of what they're bringing. Bringing the heat, that's still opposite. They're bringing the big guns. I guess we'll call it a big gun. Ancient Apparition, with the pickup of Ancient Apparition.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, that's definitely gonna be. Is that a mid hero? They could still go for a different mid hero. So either support or mid. I would say a really, really wonky pickup. I love AA. Like, AA is one of my favorite support heroes because Ice Ball Cannon, it's so much fun. But I don't really know how much he fits right here. He's decent with the Venomancer, but he's not that great with the Luna. Like, I used to be a huge believer in the AA-CK combination. I still am. I mean, I think that's one of the strongest dual lanes that you could possibly run. Just because you're so tanky, you have so much stun, lockdown, all that damage and stuff. I still think that's a really good dual lane, but the reason that works is because you could keep them in to use that damage from Cold Feet and use the disable from Cold Feet. And that's the reason it works. Luna doesn't really have that. Ancient Apparition will be reliant on the Venomancer, but even then, they'll be able to just walk away. Especially like Puck. If you gale up Puck, if you put the Cold Feet on Puck, you need another stun on him or else he's just going to orb away. And then you're screwed. You waste mana, and then Puck is like laughing at you from a mile away. Also, Ancient Apparition is a very fragile hero. Alchemist as well as Crystal Maiden will just be like, yo, Ancient Apparition, nom nom, a little bit cold but still delicious. And Venomancer, Ancient Apparition, both are going to be like that. The roaming combination of AA Venomancer is not nearly as scary, in my opinion, as the Crystal Maiden Alchemist. And I think it's going to be AA Venomancer Luna as a tri-lane versus the Lifestealer Crystal Maiden Alchemist, with the supports rotating in and out, of course. So, if it does come to a tri-lane, well, the burst damage is definitely in favor of 4-Love. However, White Noise, I mean, something that you can't really underestimate from Alchemist is his damage output with Chilling Touch. 50 damage a pop for, like, if you just landed on 3 heroes, that's 150 damage from a level 1 spell that you could apply 3 times. It was 3 times, right? 3 attacks? Yeah, 3 attacks. That is some pretty huge damage. And, of course, it will be mitigated by Rage because it's magic damage and all that stuff like that. But CM Alchemist, they're going to get destroyed by that spell. So White Noise, they're kind of stun light right now, but they will be packing quite a bit of damage in lane. And we'll see if that's enough to overpower the lockdown from 4-Love. I'm inclined to think no, but you never know. You never know what to expect with the Ancient Apparition. Whenever you pick up a hero that's weird, that's not really seen like that, it's kind of hard to evaluate how effective he'll be just because there's nothing to compare it to. And 4-Love, after having banned out the TA in preparation for their Puck and having the Bounty Hunter banned out from them, are going to settle on the Darkseer. So once again, I think we saw this exact same lineup from a different team a couple games ago. It was they lost, but it was close. It was like Heroes versus Sudden Doom or Super Death or one of those SD things. But that didn't work out for them, but we could see the effectiveness of that combination. Dragonite's going to be the last pickup for White Noise. We'll ship Dragonite towards the mid lane. It's actually a pretty decent lineup versus the Puck. I mean, Dragonite's not a hero that wins lanes. He's a hero that survives them. And Puck isn't the highest of burst damage. She's mostly reliant on the mobility to survive and to avoid harassment, stuff like that. So Puck versus DK, it's definitely a matchup that favors Puck. But then again, there's no matchup 1v1 mid that favors DK. He just survives. He just waits it out. So let's go over who's playing what. On the White Noise side, we have on the Venomancer, MXU. Supporting Carmadias? I don't know, something like that. On the Luna, we have Topsu playing that Ancient Apparition. Irimofo is going to be on the Dragonite. Mid lane Hilo is going to be on the Clockwork. On the Fl.Int, so I'm just going to call him Fl.Int because that's so cool. Fl.Int side is going to be Piu. God damn it, guys. Why do you do this to me? Top Sun, thank you. It's going to be on the Puck. Arya is going to be on the Lifestealer. Nepali Jesus. That's a great name. That is a great name. Nepali Jesus is going to be supporting on the Alchemist, as is PQMZ. God damn it. I hate everyone who has these really, really weird names.
The battle begins.
She's gonna, like, 4-Love asked me in the lobby to not flame, please, and I said no guarantees. I'm not gonna flame your play. I'm just gonna flame your choice of name because they're just so inconvenient to say. Damn, it's like Dendy, Puppy, Fluff and stuff. It's easy. It rolls off the tongue. Meantime, we have with no vowels. PQMZ? Like, shit. Even Havost has an actual pronunciation. But that's fine. That's fine. Looks like bottom lane Hilo is actually going to be going up against nothing. Darkseer expected the tri-lane. Doesn't see it, and now he's going to have the long walk down there. And by the time he gets there, Clockwork's going to have a huge edge. So it is going to be try v try. So all eyes up on this top lane. Mid lane should be really even. Top Sun might get a kill or two, but if anything happens, it's going to happen up here. They already have the damage advantage with the Lunar Blessing, so right off the bat they're at some sort of advantage. They have the ranged hero advantage as well. Alchemist is, of course, not a ranged hero. He's very bursty as far as his aggression goes, whereas MXU as well as Topsu can constantly pour out that damage with that additional boost from the Lunar Blessing. So right off the bat, White Noise will have the advantage. However, that's not really the threat. The threat is what happens when Fl.Int decide, okay, we're had enough about this. We're just gonna go ahead and kill you. And when they're trying to kill you, that's when you're in a little bit of trouble. So White Noise, they have to win the chipping battle. They have to take slightly favorable trades earlier on, and then prepare for the inevitable dive that's going to be coming from the Fl.Int side, because that is going to be happening. That's the whole name of the game for this lane. Karma DS is getting the farm right now, however, that doesn't really mean anything. Arya gonna get aggressed upon. Look at the damage with 2 hits. Karma DS, though, gonna get frostbitten up. The open wounds is gonna be there as well. This is gonna be first blood. Alchemist draws it. Topsu and MXU both trying to take down Arya. They won't be able to do it before they die. MXU gonna cost his life. It's gonna be a triple kill up on this top lane. Not an official triple kill, but 3 kills down. And Karma DS being the first one to drop. Let's take a look at how those kills were distributed. Lifestealer picking up one, with Alchemist picking up another. And it's an even split. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. They have the burst. Luna, with less than 500 HP, is just not capable of taking that kind of punishment this early on. That's exactly what I thought was going to happen. If they did get the chip damage, if they brought the Lifestealer down slightly lower, slightly earlier, maybe they get a kill, another kill there, possibly. But Luna just died so very quickly, and Luna's great if she's not getting hit, but once you close the distance with the open wounds, the rage, with the frostbite, with the stun, so many tools to close distance, Luna just crumbles, and that's a very sad Luna. Let's take a look at how the other lanes are doing. Fortunately, for the White Noise side, their bottom lane's doing pretty decently. Their mid lane is not doing fantastically, but again, Dragon Knight, he doesn't win lanes, he survives them, so even if he doesn't necessarily stay on par with Topson as far as CS goes, as long as he doesn't die, that's pretty much a victory in the White Noise book. However, it looks like PQMZ as well as Nepali Jesus going to go on to the mid lane and look for a kill with double damage on Puck. This DK has got to be a little bit careful. Here's the wraparound. They're going to open up with the Frostbite, I'm sure. Maybe the Nova, or Mofo, is a little bit of trouble, though the wave is being pushed. Now it goes the other way. Okay, your Mofo, don't step up. Meantime, bottom lane, Hilo, and get over a little bit by this Darkseer, but oh no, Hermofo. There it is. There's a Frostbite. Nope, Nova to open up. Stun being shaken up as well. Frostbite, Orb, everything in the book. Gonna go towards that Dragon Knight. That's gonna be another kill for Fl.Int. They get successful rotation down rather, to that middle lane. And the Dragon Knight, well, maybe he doesn't survive that lane. In the meantime, Arya hasn't really gotten much in the way of CS. He has 2 CS, which is by far not ideal. But really, against this lane, you aren't really expected to get CS. You're just expected to not die, which is, he hasn't died while the 2 supports went off roaming, so I guess that's a little bit of a win, right? But Karma DS is still getting his farm up in this top lane, even though he did die, even though he was the first one to die. It's not too terrible for him just because he's making it up with CS. Gold from it being led by Puck, but we can see, even with the death, Luna is still up there just because he's getting the CS. And that's sometimes worth a little bit more than hero kills. Level 3, level 3, level 3. Versus level 4 because of the solo experience, level 3, level 3. So the top lane, all things considered, is not doing terribly for the White Noise side because they're denying farm to the Lifestealer. And that's what you want to do when you're running an aggressive tri-lane. At the very least, you want to deny farm to their primary carry. And that's what's happening. And if they catch PQMZ, they might be able to kill her. But the only way they have to catch her is the Venomancer. And Venomancer Gale, it's pretty good range, but it's definitely no Crystal Nova, I'll tell you that. Like, until Hilo gets his level 6 and leaves the lane, I don't think the Radiant team will have any chance of actually being the aggressors on the top lane. They caught off the Lifestealer, or I guess I said caught off. They started the fight versus the Lifestealer because Lifestealer got a little bit too close. But you can see how well that started out for them. And now they're in a little bit of danger once again. Stun's being shaken. Nepali Jesus getting blocked a little bit by the Crystal Maiden, though. He will stun himself. It's a pretty hefty bit of damage going his way. And now the Gale's going to land as well. There's the damage being applied to everyone. And Pauly is taking quite a big hit, but Karma Diaz is taking even more damage. He's going to try to slip away. Will manage to stick up. Arya will just need 2 more hits. He's getting hit pretty hard by the AA who's following him. Karma Diaz going to salve up. In the meantime, Alchemist killing off the Venoman through the Jukes of Hazard. Not enough. Karma Diaz stuck in a corner. Will eat his way through. And Pauly does not have enough mana. Venomancer's support is gone. AA support is gone. And they didn't even pick up the CM. Unfortunate plays from White Noise, but simply they just don't have the lineup that could push aggressively right now into the enemy team. This is not the correct hero comp for this. Or at least it's not correct enough to overpower the likes of the Dire, because their team comp right now is just, it's built for this. This is exactly what they want to do. They want to go for these fights. They want to burst the Luna down. Luna needs to go for a Ring of Aquila. She needs to go for treads. She needs to go for these early items if they want to keep up this aggression. But she's only level 3. She's not really getting much. And Lifesteal at this point, even though he doesn't have enough farm, he's still getting a lot of experience. And that'll carry him enough of the way. Like, it won't really just instantly win him everything, but it'll be fine. Now, level 3 Battery Assault in the bottom lane. Hilo gonna land a melee range on that hookshot. However, the vacuum out. And the Clockwork's like, let me back in there, coach. Surge away, and the, wow, last Battery Assault right before he hit the creep wave. Piuyu is going to die to the Clockwork. Clockwork knowing exactly how much damage he could do. I mean, it was a good reaction by the Darkseer instantly into that vacuum, picking up a very early point, put the wall on top of that, kind of unorthodox, but hey, whatever worked. Hilo gets a kill by himself on the bottom lane. Clockwork now level 8. They're going to have to rely on this Clockwork as well as this DK to do a lot of the heavy lifting. DK, though, level 6, done goofed. Is this what happened? He didn't get Elder Dragon form? Tactical delay of ultimate on DK? I've never seen that before. I can't fathom any reason why that would be a thing. Except for possibly you're in trouble and you need a point in Dragon Blood possibly to survive. I don't think that happened though. I would like to think I would have caught that. But Dragon Knight, he needs his level 7 because you really need that ranged Dragon Tail stun. Like, pushing is great and everything, but the ranged Dragon Tail is really what does it. You're not going to get a push if you don't first get the ranged Dragon Tail stun. Now he's level 7. Okay. So that was just a little bit of a hiccup. We're fine. Nothing happened. Urmofo, no judgment now. That's fine. But now he's completely spotted out by an Observer Ward. This is Flint's way of saying we want to dive this DK. I think that might happen. However, they're going to be okay with diving the top lane as well. MXU and Topsu both in the area, and here comes Yellow actually towards the mid lane. Does have a hook shot, so he could bail out his Dragon Knight if he gets in trouble. And Dragon Knight is going to get in trouble. PQMZ going to stand still for just a little bit too long. Where's the hook shot? Stun on Thompson. There's the hook shot in. Hilo's going to catch one. That's going to be the death of him. Now Remofo's going to go toe-to-toe with Thompson. Thompson will blink his way out of there. Does actually have a real blink dagger at this point. Blue looking for him. No ice balls of death just yet. Will catch the puck regardless, though. Where's the freezing stuff? He's going to get blinked right on top of, actually. Or over the head blink. Thompson will just walk his way out. In the meantime, Darkseer, though, applying so much pressure to this bot lane in a melee versus melee matchup. Usually you would say Darkseer wins. Usually you would say the Clockwork wins. But in a head-to-head matchup, the Darkseer definitely has the edge there. Ion Shell is just too punishing. Even though the Clockwork did get a kill on the Darkseer, it really doesn't matter. He lost the tower. He got pressed out of lane. Darkseer, now level 8, on par with the Clockwork, even with a solo kill going the way of Hilo. Gold per minute as well as net worth in favor of the Darkseer. So Clockwork, he's going to have to find his bounty somewhere else. Starting off with that Crystal Maiden kill is a great way to start, but he has another hookshot in 12 seconds, and top lane is definitely where the next set of action is going to be. Level 5 Luna now versus a level 6 Lifestealer. So when Best is up, it's going to be very difficult to kill off this Lifestealer, especially with very high level supports right behind him. However, Hilo is here. He has a hook shot, and he's wanting to use it. Ideally, he wants to catch off this Alchemist. This Alchemist is going to be melee. He won't be able to do much about it. Although, Arya, not a bad choice either. There's the Gale, a little bit too late, completely whiffing on everything. Karma Diaz going to be on the run. He will not get out of here alive. There's the hook shot in onto Arya. There, he does have an infest. Will he get it off? He needs to get off like right now. It won't happen. Hilo getting close in distance for the level 4 Battery Assault onto PQMZ. The damage is going to be enough. Venomous is going to drop, but Hilo is going to get a triple kill. He cleans up this top lane. Clockwork OP. Nerf, please. Ice Frog. Karma Diaz somehow what? How did he survive? I thought he was just dead. Like, I just assumed that he was dead. But Hilo coming in and Lifestealer without invest? There was a creep right next to him, which could have been denied. But it still would have given him a little bit of HP, a little bit of time. Instead, maybe he didn't see it. Maybe the clockwork model was blocking it or
Radiant's
something.
top tower is under attack.
Hilo is doing work. Oh, you don't want to do that, Thompson. That's a bad friggin' idea. He has an orb. No, he doesn't have an orb. He has backup. Lots of backup. Hilo in a little bit of trouble, actually, but the battery's still doing so much work. Here comes the Dragonite. Will force everyone back, and the clockwork is like, yo, what happened? I don't know. I didn't really notice a thing. Lifestealer, though, in the meantime, picking up AA when the bot lane solo. Wow, I did not expect that to happen. The clockwork staying strong. Picking up that DD rune, and it will save him in the end. He will be able to stick around, actually. Doesn't have any bottle charges, but he does have a hook shot. And level 4 battery assault does a hell of a lot of damage. He's going to go for a point booster. I love it. I love it. You could go for Force Staff. You could go for Mech. Be the responsible guy. Or you could be Spider-Man. Be Spider-Man. If you're given the choice, always be Spider-Man. Maybe not if you're playing UMVC3. That's probably not a great idea. Although I've never played that game. I really want to. But, yeah, Clockwork going to go straight for the Aghanims. Hell, if you have that much momentum, might as well just get more momentum. If you're ahead, get more ahead, right? Yeah? Applying some, Artosis? Tasteless? I don't know. Tastosis logic to Dota. Hell, it applies in everything, right? There's no reason why you would not want to get more ahead. Puck, looking for a kill with an Infest Bomb. He has a Blink Dagger. He has a Lifestealer inside of him. Lifestealer doesn't really have that much. No armlet, like we saw in the last game with this Puck Lifestealer combination, but Dragonite is going to be just bait. Hilo's right behind them. They have no idea about that. There's the hook shot in. Right onto Thompson. Right onto Arya. Ice Balls of Death as well. Thompson will dodge it out. Pretty well played by him. Arya going to go toe-to-toe with Hilo. The Battery Assault will not let him win, though. Where did the Puck go? Puck went down south. Has a Blink Dagger in a few seconds. He can't use it, though, because of the Gale. He will orb his way out, but right into Topsu. Here comes AA. He's like, yo, guys, I found him. There's the cold feet. He will get out of there, and now they're on a wild Puck chase. Luna is going to be like, yo, I got this shit, guys. Eclipse. No. Orb. Thompson stuck in the trees. They never saw it coming. Oh, they don't know where he is. They have no... Oh, they see him. Yeah, this guy's dead as shit. Well, he has an orb. Orb? No, he's dead as shit. Okay. Well, it was not necessarily a wild Puck chase because they got the kill. And they hold the tower. This tower is going to be denied as well. Carmadias still has his ultimate up. And 8-7, I think White Noise might have just recovered from that poor top lane. They got a couple kills on the Puck. They got a free kill on the Lifestealer. And, gotta be honest, Hilo, it's all on you, man. The credit is all for this Clockwork, who's been playing out of his mind, being at the right place at the right time. Well, I guess that's... I don't want to take everything he's done away by saying you were just at the right place at the right time, but honestly, he's been at the right place at the right time. He's been there with the hook shots. Unfortunately, the Ice Ball of Death didn't land, because I love that spell. It's just so much fun. But, hell, they got the Lifestealer, and what more could you ask for? Lifestealer with AA ultimate on him is very, very sad. He can't infest, he can't gain health at all, and that's, I mean... His whole thing, his name is frickin' Lifestealer. If he's not stealing life, what is he doing? PQMZ? No, Mercy from Hilo. Not only is he a cold-blooded killer, but he's also merciful. Look at that. Alchemist picking up his mech now. I think there's no mech on the other end. Yeah, no mech from White Noise, but there's the hook shot. Hilo just going to wait till things are a little more dangerous before he goes in. That's just how he rolls. Ice Ball of Death going to fly in. Thompson will get slammed by it. No Dragon Tail yet. Dream Coil still keeping them back. Dragon Tail now onto the Darkseer. Mofo in a little bit of trouble. Venomancer's here for the Gale. Backing back onto 3. Orb as well. Will kill off the Dragonite. Wall being used. Not too much effect, however. Luna, too much stuff here to actually eclipse out. And it's going to be a 1-for-1 in the end. Crystal Maiden for Dragonite. Not really worth it for the White Noise squad. Burn a couple spells like Wall and stuff like that, but at the same time, they use the hook shot. So, sacking the Dragonite like that, DK not having the best of times in this game. He's 1, 2, 3, 44 CS, but he only has a Bracer. I feel like 44 CS, he should have more. 283, it's not that much gold per minute, actually. Okay, so fair enough. Venomancer going to start counter-pushing this just a little bit. Dragonite hasn't really been that fortunate, although if he gets a stun right into the Ice Ball of Death, this might be a dead Darkseer. This is definitely going to be a dead Darkseer. He will shatter if nothing else. Kaboom! Clockwork! Clockwork, thank you for your contributions. That was all you. Like, that gank wouldn't have gone the same if there was no Rocket Flare flying in. Hilo just wants all the glory, okay, guys? That's what's going on here. He's like, yo, there's a kill. That's mine. I need all the kills for this team. Involved in 8 out of the 10. Greedy. Hermofo would have fucking loved that kill. Any one of these heroes, mostly Dragonite, but no. Clockwork needs his Ags, guys. Clockwork needs to be Spider-Man. That's just what needs to happen. The kill's a kill, and they took out the Darkseer. That was with a hood. No, was that with a hood? That was definitely with a hood. He definitely had that beforehand, right? Yeah, because now he has a pipe. So it was definitely with a hood. And that's still, that was like pure magic damage. Just Gale, poison stuff, rocket flares. The Shatter definitely helping a lot as well, but yeah, not bad. Killing a Darkseer, that's a tanky hero right there. Now he does have a pipe. And pipe is actually going to destroy White Noise, because their physical damage right now is nothing. They have a Luna with Helm of the Dominator. That's not going to be doing shit. She relies on her Eclipse. And she relies on her AA behind her with, look at that, Chilling Touch is magical. Dragonite, Breathe Fire, magical. Venomancer, everything is magical. They're so reliant on magical damage in such an early pipe. Means that, well, they're not going to be doing nearly as much damage as they really would like. And now, your Mofo, don't go up there. Don't go up there. There's a Frostbite. He's going to Dragon Form out. There's the coil. Holy Jesus is going to come in for a stun from the low grinder. Mofo going to stand strong. Actually pretty damn tanky. He's not dying anytime soon. There's a hookshot. First hookshot missed, but a 3-man wall in the cogs. Hilo, he botches this. This is the worst time to botch this fight. Oh, Dobson. He will die, but it's a 3-for-1. Gonna find a triple kill. And Poly Jesus will find and kill MXU as well. Probably. Yeah, it looks like he will. Just needs to drop something. It's gonna be close, slowing him down. He has another Surge, though. Surge the Alchemist, chop him down. Yeah, there you go. And whap. It's gonna be 4 because Clockwork done goofed. He cogged right in the wall. That's the dream for Love International. That's what they want to do. That was their plan. But unfortunately, Clockwork is on the other team now, guys. Ice Ball of Death gonna hit on the Alchemist. Try to slow down this push. It will. It might hold the push. It might hold the tower, but oh yeah, especially with yellow coming on in. Here comes the Clockwork, but he doesn't have a hook shot, so really there's nothing to be scared of. But of course they don't know that. That fight going very, very well for the Fl.Int side, just because, well, if you drop a wall in a vacuum onto 3, usually you're good. If you have a cogs that keep them there, that's the dream. That is literally the dream. Now Hilo does have another hook shot up and waiting. He's so far been pretty good. Of course, like when he was point blank is the only one he misses. I don't know, but I don't think it could have gone any worse for the White Noise side right there. That was pretty much disaster. Like getting the DK initiated on so far away and then just taking all the stuns and everything. Not fun in the least. White Noise, they just need this Luna to get even more farm, but all the while this is happening, Arya has been doing his own thing in the jungle. Lifestealer hasn't really been concerned with the likes of his team. He's been like, yo, after this gank, after this fight right here, I'm done with you guys. You guys can do whatever you want. I'm going to farm up and carry this game later on. Lifestealer versus Luna, well, it really depends on the timing of the Eclipse, on how farmed they are. As it stands right now, Luna slightly ahead of the Lifestealer, but in general, for Love, holding the golden advantage, holding the experience advantage by about 5,000 and 4,000 respectively. And Dragonite unable to use his farm. Oh, Topson. There's the Infest. Lifestealer decides to join the party, actually. So I guess I'm wrong about that. Mofo is so very dead, by the way. Easy initiation onto a free Dragonite. And Dragonite's tanky. He has a lot of armor, which is the best way to deal with the Lifestealer. Armor and Ghost Scepters. But it's simply not enough. Now this Tier 1 tower. This will not be bailed out this time. Tower. Oh, but here comes the Ice Ball of Death. Hit onto 4. Value Ice Ball, but it won't be enough, especially with the pipe now. And there's just so much stuff flying through. We got rocket flares, we got ice balls. The tower's still gonna drop. Venomancer in the area. Unfortunately, not enough wards to actually defend that. I think if he poked his head out, he would have gotten blunked upon and then killed. So 11-13, White Noise starting to lose their little bits of map control. Roshan, that's the magical time for White Noise, though. Roshan is what they want to do, especially with the Flare scouting them out. If an Ice Ball comes in as well, that'll force Fl.Int back, which is probably not what they want to do right now. Though it looks like they're going to get forced back regardless. So Roshan denied simply by a Rocket Flare Scout. A Rocket Scare Flout? That's definitely a thing. And I don't think Fl.Int can take this unless they take a hugely decisive fight. which, I mean, killing off DK is great, but it's not hugely
Dire's
decisive
top
enough,
tower is
because
under attack.
in the Roche Pit that's when Luna has her field day. That's when the Glaives do work. That's when the Eclipse does work. That's when the Ice Blast is guaranteed to kill things, and that's when, hell, even Ice Vortex, the little bit of slow and a little bit of magic resistance or magic amplification, that's when it does work. You have Splash in the DK. It's just a whole mess of unhappiness. So Flint, even though they have a wall as well as Dream Coil, as well as Freezing, they don't have Freezing Field just yet. They have a lot of tools that work well in the Alchemist Pit. I think White Noise just have them beat in that regard. They're going to look towards the top lane next. They see that Crystal Maiden. They should see the Crystal Maiden. PQMZ. Oh, don't poke your head out. Don't do that. No, Crystal Maiden, no. Rocket Flare into hook shot.
Rocket on.
Fire! Fire the missiles! He's going to get spotted out. Okay, so the Crystal Maiden going to be safe for now, though it looks like the top tower not going to be as lucky with the wards there, with the Dragon Knight form there. Fortification will slow them down, but I think they can still take this fight. Although not if they clump up. There is a coil, now a Lifestealer Bomb on top of that. And it looks like everyone's going to bail. No risks. I actually like that from White Noise. They probably, I want to say that they could take a fight, but maybe I'm just giving them a little bit too much credit. This Lifestealer puck combination is brutal, and if you get caught with 2-3 heroes in that, they're just dead. They have a Lunas who's still getting quite a bit of farm as well, heading on towards her BKB, but oh, you can't run though. You cannot run. Puck's coming in.
Middle tower is
And
under
if Puck,
attack.
oh well, Luna senses something. Luna's gonna back off. Puck's not gonna find anyone. Lifestealer just wasting his time riding along in Puck. Although Ermofo, spotted out by a weird ass Dire Observer Ward, Augur's Guardian, sees him. Not gonna happen. They're wasting simply too much time. The Lifestealer is inside that Puck, and that's not going to happen. PQMZ, though, as well as Nepali Jesus, this is definitely going to happen. Hilo firing the hook shot. Arm it. Oh, yeah. Well, the hook shot misses, but... oh, there's a Freezing Field. Not terrible. Battery Assault, though. That's like, you know, Freezing Field. There's no Freezing Field here. We don't allow that here. And Luna's going to secure the kill. Because that's what carries do. Right, Hilo? We know that now. Hilo, I'm calling him both. I don't even care. Carmadius, that will give him almost enough to pick up his BKB. Now I think they're all going to go back up towards the top lane. I don't think they know where Topsun as well as Arya are. However, I don't think they really care. Level 2 Eclipse is a lot better than Level 1 Eclipse. And they're just going to go for it with or without this hook shot, which will still be up in 20 seconds. So hook shot will be up soon enough. And the creep wave just got annihilated. They're going to go straight for it. Teleport back, though. It's going to be Arya as well as frickin' everyone else. Tower will not be put into deny range, but here we go. Nepali Jesus is going to get a stun onto Karmadias. Here comes the Ice Ball of Death, only landing onto one. Nepali Jesus will not get any regeneration for this. There's the 3-man vacuum. No wall, but Alchemist will actually drop in the end. Hookshot back in. Arya going to get caught in the cogs. Will not do anything, though. Irmofo going to get Dream Coiled up. Hilo is going to be on his way out as well. Irmofo is going to drop. Luna has already dropped. Where is the Venomancer? Venomancer is not even in that party. 3 down. White Noise get absolutely nothing. And you know how I said they could probably take a fight on the top lane? I was wrong. I was very wrong. No Eclipse there. Luna just got obliterated. DK with no BKB. Luna with no BKB. Didn't even buy anything. Well, she couldn't have bought up the whole BKB anyway. So that's going to mean that Flint got a free ride into this tier 2 tower. And Venomancer could poke around a little bit with wards, but a blinking Darkseer, a blinking Puck, and you don't really want to get too close. It's going to be a free tier 2 tower for them. Hilu back on this bottom lane, trying to push out, get some inkling of map control, though. This Luna really, really needs a BKB. Like, if she gets a BKB there, she actually has a chance of standing and fighting. A low chance, mind you, but a chance nonetheless. And DK just is so far behind at this point. Ice Ball going to fly in. This is actually going to wreck them. Arya, he's going to kill himself with the... He just killed himself with the armlet. I'm like, he's probably just going to shatter anyway, but he just killed himself. He actually just killed himself. Commit Sudoku. So, in case you guys don't know, once you have the AA Ice Blast buff on you, your HP, that number, cannot go up. It cannot go up. So don't try, because Armlet will make it so that you have more max HP. Therefore, your remaining HP is the percentage is more favorable for the AA. And they're going to find the Darkseer as well. He does still have that hood as well as pipe. Going to drop the wall. Top's going to get obliterated. Karmadias going to drop the Eclipse, do some pretty heavy damage, but the back into the wall. And I think everyone else is going to get cleaned up. Well done. Nepali Jesus still alive. Carmadias going to try to fight it out with the Darkseer. He will be able to push him back. In the meantime, we do still have Hilo as well as Irmofo fighting back on this back end. Another stun going to get thrown, but the Cogs standing strong. Hilo might be in a little bit of trouble, actually. Should be fine to just walk his way out. Although Lifestealer with Surge, you are never fine. I changed my mind. There's a Dragon Tail instantly. Hilo teleporting out. There's no vac. There's nothing. There is a vac. Hilo is going to die. R.I.P. Clockwork. We hardly knew ye. It's not a terrible fight. White Noise definitely take a lot better one than last time, but still far from ideal. Luna did some pretty heavy damage there, but such an early pipe on this Darkseer, making it very difficult for anyone on White Noise to do any sorts of damage. Also having an Ice Blast miss. Here comes an Ice Blast. Arya, take 2. Can you kill yourself again? Might force them back, though. Level 1 Ice Blast really isn't threatening. Unfortunately, AA is just a little bit far away from his level 2 Ice Blast. Rocket Flares, I'm sure, will follow through. Roshan dropping slowly but surely, or Mofo, as well as MXU. Gonna come in, trying to get an angle on this, though it looks like it will not happen. Roshan will drop. There's nothing that the White Noise side can do about it. Arya should pick up the Aegis, and random Rocket Flare, random Ice Ball. Arya's gonna get out of there alive. Ooh, that was close, actually. He had the Aegis, but hell, that would have been a free Aegis. That would have been awesome for the Radiant side. So Roshan goes down. Flint get a free one there. We've been getting a lot of free ones, actually. So, oh, and yeah, MXU just gonna commit Sudoku on the not completely, of course, but. And yes, I know it's seppuku. I know that's the Japanese kill yourself thing with the short sword. I know, guys. I'm just kidding. 26 minutes in, and Flint with the command and control over this game. EXP as well as gold going firmly their way, and it's only looking to expand from here on out. And even the Alchemist starting to get really big. Level 2 Necrobook, not bad at all, especially on top of that mech. Flint Darkseer got the Blink Dagger. There's another 31 freaking 100 gold in his bank account. I guess it's going to be Shiva's Guard? If you get Shiva's Guard, I mean, you get the Pipe to defend against magical, you get the Shiva's Guard to defend against physical, you're pretty much unkillable. That's pretty good. Arya will head his way over to that Assault Cuirass. Crystal Maiden picking up Force Staff and Puck. Going for a Lincoln Sphere, actually. Because he really doesn't want to get caught out by any Dragon Tails or stuff like that. That's really the only thing I could imagine. But if he eats a Lucent Beam, it's a really cheap way of popping off that Lincoln Sphere, although it is just another thing that has to be done. Meantime, the White Noise side. Mech almost up on the AA. Now is level 2 ultimate.
There it goes.
So Mech up soon. Aghanim Scepter finally picked up from the Clockwork. Luna has picked up the BKB. Blade of Alacrity into a Yasha, probably Manta style, will be the next order of business for Carmadias. And then DK still is working towards his BKB. Venomancer with the patented nothing build. And both teams just trying to get a little bit more farm around the map. AA now completing his mech. I don't know if White Noise actually want to be waiting for this, but then again, there's no real safe place for them to farm. Luna's not exactly a hero that could, take care of a lane and make sure it doesn't push out, because that's kind of what she does. She pushes really quickly. Whether you want to or not, Moonblades do work for you. How nice, free labor, right? But they're really restricting their areas to farm, whereas Lifestealer, Alchemist, hell, everyone on the Flint side, they could just hold a wave if they wanted to, which they clearly don't. They're using their nukes to kill everything, but no careful farming from the Radiant side. They're waiting for Flint to make their move. And I don't know if that's the best idea. They guess if they fight in a pit of Venomancer wards, that'll be great. Get the Venomancer up to level 11. Maybe his ultimate does a little bit more damage as well. But bottom lane's being pushed. Venomancer knows about it. And, well, if he gets too close, he gets Lifestealer bombed, and then he dies. Plague wards trying to do what they can, but Top Sun is there. They do take a tier 1 tower, but they might lose a tier 2 in exchange. Although Flint's pushing, not quite there yet. We do still have Luna, who, as I said before, pushes pretty damn well. This top lane tower still pushing in, and Flint looking for an opportunity down on the bottom lane. We'll smoke up, actually. And teleport in. Well, this is going to be like the most clear smoke gank of all time. Carmadias popping off the BKB will be just fine. Although still taking a beating. That was his first BKB charge. Wow, that's value right there. And teleportation in. Oh, Irmofo. You don't want to be there, although he might want to be there. He has a BKB, and there's teleportations coming in, and yeah, he will be safe for now. But popping off the 10-second BKB charge, doesn't sound like a big deal, but it is huge. 10 seconds is when you want to get the most done. Ideally, in any situation, the plan is get the 10-second BKB charge, win a 5-man team fight. Instead of a 10-second BKB charge, use it to escape, and by the way, barely get out. Carmadius, not enjoying himself with that right there. So next fight, he's going to be even weaker. And really, White Noise, they need all the power that they get right now. Farming up a Luna like this, clearing out 1, 2, 3 stacks of Ancients, that's a good place to start, but not if this happens. Blink forward into an instant coil. He's going to snap it instantly. Here comes the Darkseer as well, vacuuming him back. Carmadius, he has a good amount of HP, though it won't be enough. 25 HP and Frostbite from the Crystal Maiden, securing kill on the Luna. Farm up all the Ancients in the world won't help you if you get killed, spotted, and not fun. Carmadius on the sidelines for now. Alchemist still smoked from that. He's the only one without a blink there. Following up the rear as well. But will dispel. So they're going to go for a mid lane tower instead. You still have Hilo on the bottom lane, pushing that out as much as you can. The tower without a single point of damage on it. Now an AC being picked up by Lifestealer. Even the pushing is that much easier, and I think this tier 2 tower is going to drop. There is no coil. Puck used it on one hero, the Luna, which at this point is not really ideal, but hell, if they can't fight without the Luna, then yeah, you just go ahead and drop that. Mofo trying to chip down the bottom lane tower. Fortification will pop off. Plague Wards trying to defend this. Doing pretty good damage to the Lifestealer actually, but not nearly enough. Mofo, does he take down the tower on the bottom lane? No, he doesn't. Teleportation 1, Teleportation 2, or Mofo popping off the 10-second BKB charge and trying to teleport away. He does make it out, but again, another 10-second BKB charge completely down the drain. He's going for an AC of his own, and oh, it's just not looking good for White Noise. They have to take, I think their biggest asset right now is just the AA blast. If they land a really good blast, right, so he does some pretty good damage, it gives them, or it basically takes away the most effective HP out of all their spells. I think like Eclipse, maybe Eclipse doesn't, but does a little bit more, but still the AA blast, putting at everyone in that kill range means that Eclipse, Breathe Fire, if you get a little bit of value out of those spells with hitting 2, 3 people, then you actually get some kills, whereas otherwise you wouldn't. It's just a nuke that hit a couple people. So AA, he needs to have these good blasts. He needs to have Clockwork set up. It's definitely not over for White Noise just yet, but they're very, very far behind. And they're going up against a lineup that is great when it's far behind, but it's also great when they're far ahead. Lifestealer getting all the farm he wants. When he gets a Basher, that means that there will be no more BKB TP shenanigans. Puck still farming up his Lincoln Sphere. I'm sure Sheepstick is next. Darkseer pick up an Aghanim Scepter. So the stronger that White Noise get, the stronger this Darkseer wall is going to get as well. And he's been landing walls as well. Been like landing walls and then vacuums after. Very patient on the vacuum, this Darkseer. And of course you have the Alchemist, who's now packing a level 3 Necronomicon. It's going to be a tier 2 for a tier 2. Rocket Flares, Plague Wards, AA Blasts, oh my. But the tower's going to drop regardless. So much pushing power with that AC. 2 for 2 though, I guess it's as good as they could possibly hope for. Teleportation back, it's CM, and Hermofo's like, yo, it's CM, let's get him. Not gonna happen. They're gonna keep on going, blink forward for a whiff silence into a Dream Coil. There's this Dragon Tail, gonna be eaten by that Lincoln Sphere, hook shot in by Hilo. Arya taking a huge amount of damage, he's gonna go down, no Aegis, no nothing for him. The orb is not gonna hit on top of them, but it looks like it won't matter. Gem on the floor, will get picked up by the Radiant if they decide to, yeah, they will get it. Lifestealer buying back as well. And Mofo, he will stick the landing out of there. It looks like Carmadius will do the same. Everyone gonna survive out of here. Unless there's a blind vacuum. There is a blind vacuum. He has a Aghanim Scepter though. He says Cogs. I think he'll be fine. Spider-Man. Spider-Man, go. Spider-Man, run. No. That's unfortunate. Hilo gives his life after, that was, I don't know, I'm sure a blind vacuum from the Darkseer. So well played by him. Looking forward to a blind vacuum. Like, White Noise catch a little bit of a break there, but they'll need like 2, 3, 4 more of those to get really back into this game. AA Blast? Not going to do anything. Not going to do anything substantial, that is. I'm running out of water, guys. Not good. Not good at all. Taking the fight there. Puck missing his silence, and then, well, I mean, it didn't actually matter since he ate the Lincoln Sphere anyway, but that's pretty much why you get the Lincoln Sphere. To block Dragon Tails, because Dragon Tails are really hard and they really hurt. 100 damage. Gotta block that, man. Stuns, really important thing. Roshan now up again. This is the second incarnation. There will be AA blasts to fly in, rockets fly in as well. Thompson, you gotta be careful, man, because once the AA blast comes in, here it comes. Oh no, that's not a blast, that's a flare. AA, charge the cannon. Here it comes. You're clear for landing. It only hit onto one guy. I guess down to Lifestealer as well. He's dropping pretty low, but it's not going to matter. He has an Aegis. Holy Jesus, not getting any regeneration from this one, and once again, Fl.Int got a freebie. I guess there was no possibility for White Noise to actually defend against that, or protect Roshan or attack the enemy. Deny Roshan, let's say. Like clockwork. Wants to go gank the enemy forest. I don't think that'll be the best idea. I mean, that'll be when Eclipse is pretty damn strong and everything like that, but it's going to be really hard to hit an Ice Blast, and that's, again, what they need to be hitting, Ice Blasts. Especially with an Aghanim Scepter Ice Blast, maybe that'll bring them back to the game. It's a fantastic item, the Aghanim Scepter on the Ancient Apparition, if you can afford it. As of right now, it doesn't really look like that's the case. But they could keep ratting them out. They could just delay this push forever with Luna. Or not forever, I mean, as long as they possibly can. Luna could push, I think, just as fast as probably Darkseer Crystal Maiden. Although not if she doesn't actually push. It's going to be all hands on deck for the bottom lane. Top lane tower, very, very healthy, but we'll see how long that actually lasts. Thompson just looking for an angle to get in. Acid on the floor, and there's no Radiant members anywhere. I mean, Luna's still up top. They're looking to rat this out. They don't really want to fight. They still know that everyone's down in this bottom lane. Luna, though, not really pushing her luck. Doesn't want to waste another BKB charge on escaping. If she does that, she definitely can't fight, and then it's Rax's possibly even game. So she's playing it safe for now. She doesn't know where the TPs are, and looks like Fl.Int not going to break the high ground for now. Plague War is doing a little bit too much, and we have Man-style illusions, lots of creeps on this top lane. Rat Dota is strong with this one. Luna keeping her team in this with just a little bit of pressure everywhere else. Now's when they want to fight. They catch an angle on someone, this is the time, but unfortunately not in range of anything. Hilo just going to go for it just because he gotta. With an Aghanim Scepter, you might as well. Top lane is held, but equal damage being dealt on both sides. So Luna with the split push. Rat Dota might just be the answer for White Noise. They could just delay this push for long enough. They get the Luna a couple more items, get the DK, possibly an AC. Maybe they get it with the. I think actually no. I changed my mind. Still, the Aghanim Scepter on Topsu is still probably their best bet. Because if you land that on 3-4 heroes, that could just be the game right there. Because Alchemist is highly reliant on his regeneration. Lifestealer is reliant on his life stealing, as as the name would suggest. Of course, they actually don't have a mech on the other side, so I guess that's not a factor. But still, that's probably their best bet right now, outside of Luna farming, of course. I would rather have a Luna farming for like butterflies and stuff than an AA farming for an Aghanim Scepter. But I don't think the Dragon Knight's going to be too useful as a damage dealer moving forward. He's just way too far behind at this point. He's firmly in the middle of the pack of the gold pyramid chart. Darkseer, surprisingly, is on top. Did not expect that to happen. I thought for sure it would be Lifestealer or Luna or something, but Lifestealer actually isn't farming as much as everyone else. Arya with PQMZ. Well, they're going to push their luck on the bottom lane. This time the Luna can't, on the top lane rather, this time the Luna can't force their hand again, because Luna takes the bottom tier 1 for tier 3. Yeah, you're fine with that. You let Luna do whatever she wants in the bottom lane. Luna's going to do her best, but there's really no forcing this one back. White Noise, they have to fight or sack Raxes. And, well, I wouldn't recommend sacking Raxes. Probably not a good idea. Might as well go out in a blaze of glory. Plague Wards are up. Nice little nest there. Rocket flares, stuff like that. Ermofo, though, going to get his wounds opened up, and Arya just going to go to town. Not much damage, though. Hookshot going to miss. There's the vacuum back. BKB is going to be popped on everyone. Eclipse is there. AA Blast not doing too much, although Alchemist did get hit by it. Lifestealer is going to live. Oh, Armor, he's going to shatter. There's the Aegis. There's the AA ultimate doing work for you. However, they're now ready for round 2, I think. Dream Coil has actually been used. Dragon Form still up. And the tower is going to get fortified. Bottom lane tower did go down in the end. Another stun going to fly through. Top's going to take that one straight to the face. Tower does go down ultimately. Does White Noise want to go in on this again? They have the hook shot in. Hilo thinking about it. But I think Fl.Int are just going to be okay with that pickup. They got the tier 3 tower. They don't have their coil. They don't have their wall. They don't have their... Well, I guess they do have their infest. They're going to go for round 2, actually. Wall not up. That is some bold pushing right there. There's a blink in. They're going to go straight for the Venomancer. He will force staff his way out. Or Mofo can get focused by Arya. There's the Ice Ball onto the Lifestealer, onto the CM. And Hilo, in the meantime, in the back end, just disrupting them. Venomancer goes down, but Crystal Maiden, she pauses because Darkseer is nowhere to be found. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh, that's just... You hate to see this kind of thing happen. I was wondering, like, they're missing someone. Like, where's the Darkseer? Did Hilo kill the Darkseer? That's pretty much impossible right now. But, man, that's just... That's the worst. That's... I mean, I guess White Noise are fucking ecstatic right now. They're like, yo, we win! We got this fight! We killed them! Arya's probably gonna burn down... No, there's actually no follow-through. So Arya's gonna get out of there alive. Nepali Jesus is probably gonna get out of there alive. But they get a 2-for-1. And that's as good as they could possibly want right now. But that's just the worst. Oh, you hate to see this kind of thing happen. If Darkseer was there, it wouldn't have been too different. Maybe a vac back on the Venomancer. I mean, the Venomancer ultimately did die. I don't really know what happened. Who got that kill? Puck got the kill. Okay. Puck diving deep for that. Yeah, I don't think Darkseer would be able to completely turn this fight around, but still, just not being in that fight, not adding that extra body, not having the pipe, most importantly, it would have made a difference. It definitely would have. But as it stands right now, it's 2-for-1. Let's see if Hilo can get out of there, and let's see if White Noise can actually take a favorable engagement here and make it stick. Hilo, he's going to try to go for Arya. The clockwork does have another hook shot. There it is. Arya's going to get stunned up. Vacuum back into a 4-man stun from Alchemist. That's some pretty good value, but it's now a 3-for-1. And Darkseer, unfortunately, a little bit late to the party, do that DC. So painful. Rax is in danger a little bit, but that's going to regenerate. Range Rax is going to be focused, which is the smart decision, in my opinion. So, Range Rax is taking a little bit of damage from that, but ultimately, White Noise, they hold. So what more could they ask for, really? They took down, and it was a... Obviously, they didn't get head on that engagement. Far from it, but they're definitely not out of it by any means. Clockwork almost had his level 3 hook shot. Would add a little bit more value to that, a little more damage. And he's going to go straight into creeps. Okay. Fair enough. Ancient Apparition with 2,600 gold. Saving for buyback, I'm sure, but if he lands, again, that Ice Blast, what is it, like 11 seconds or something like that? Area travel, blah, blah, blah. Frostbite damage, 17 seconds. 17 seconds of no HP regeneration. That's brutal against a Lifestealer and Alchemist. That's just... That wins you games. And he's almost there. I don't think you even save for buyback. You just keep your distance and try to not die. He's going to go for it. He's got it. There it is. Alright, we'll see if this item is all it's hyped up to be. Or it's all that I'm hyping it up to be. I think that's like their best bet of getting back into this game. Honestly, Lifestealer without lifesteal is a sad puppy. And hell, open wounds as well. I mean, everyone gets lifesteal from that, or they would if they didn't have the buff on them. It's a good spell. It really is. Where did that ice ball fly? Probably the bottom lane? Looks like it. And White Noise, they're not out of it just yet. They're still fighting. See that after that last fight, gold experience slightly in their, slightly going towards them, but definitely not enough to make this game theirs. They need to take a couple more fights like that. However, they need to, at the same time, save for buyback. I don't even think Fl.Int needs to save for buyback, which means that they're going to be stronger. A lot stronger as far as the items go. Because they actually get to use their items without any risk to themselves. If they all die, for some reason, whatever reason, then they lose a tier 2 tower. They lose a tier 3 tower. They're fine by the time their Raxes are actually in danger. Whereas if White Noise died, they lose their Raxes. They probably lose the game if they don't have buyback. Big smoke up now in the top lane. They're not going to find anyone just yet. Everyone from Fl.Int is way too far away for this one. And I don't think they're going to find him. Might just want to pop the smoke right now. Looks like they're thinking of smoking themselves. No, they're just chilling around the Roshan pit. That will be a cheese Roshan. But again, she's not going to help you when you have that AA Blast on you. It's part of the master plan from White Noise. Get the AA to that Aghanim Scepter. Win the game no matter what. So Smoke unsuccessful up on the top lane. DK has finished up his AC. So if Lifestealer goes for the DK, I mean, Lifestealer definitely should not be going for the DK. How much armor does he have? He has 37 friggin' armor. That's absurd armor. And of course, everyone else is pretty tanky as well. But Lifestealer is pure physical. The feast damage, which is where most of his damage comes from, or a good part of it comes from at least, is physical. So he'll be doing a lot of damage, but it'll be reduced a lot. So going for DK is the worst way for the Lifestealer to go. If he does do that, then, well, he's not going to get that much value. And now we have a big smoke up from Fl.Int. Carmadius, if you run up there, you're just dead. I'm sorry, man, but... well, you're going to fire rockets, stuff like that. Fl.Int definitely know where the enemies are. But getting in there, that's the problem. These trees, if these trees weren't there, this game would be a lot easier for Fl.Int, but... they have now a Blink Sheep. 2 Blink Sheeps, actually. Darkseer as well as Puck, both carrying that extra disable. And Luna, she's going to hold a little bit of money for buyback, but that's not enough for buyback. She'll lose enough gold to, she'll lose the gold, so... oh, Ice Blast perfectly being used at the wrong time. Roshan now is up. I think they'll have flares flying through soon enough. Yeah, they will. They know the Roshan... no, they won't, actually. They're going to head towards Roshan. Will be spotted out by a Puck illusion, and well, Roshan not being attempted just yet. Again, I think this is still a stronger place for White Noise to fight than it is for Fl.Int. Unless they get hit by a giant coil, which of course would change everything. Level 3 Eclipse in the pit, stuff like that, and AA Blast mostly. AA Blast on 5, is that just an instant win, and then DK follow up with Elder Dragon form? So much AoE? Again, maybe I'm just giving this ultimate a little bit too much credit. It is not level 3 yet, and that's quite a large difference there between the numbers.
Coming in.
Roshan constantly being spotted out. Just a waiting game at this point. Dire side advantage, they get to farm the Ancients. I guess the Radiant get to farm these jungle creeps as well, but they have another smoke flying in. No, they have a gem.
Coming in.
Alphid. Interesting. They do have smokes regardless, though. AA packing the smokes, and, well, they know what's happening right now. AA Blast. Value Blast, let's see it. Lifestealer, we go toe-to-toe with that Roshan. Here's the blast. That will hit perfectly onto 2. Oh, that's a death sentence. That's a death sentence. Arya's just dead. He's gonna use Armlet, but that'll shatter him. There's the vacuum into a wall, into an Eclipse. Everything's going down at the same exact time. Carmadius as well as Ermofo, both standing strong, though Venomancer already going down. The Lifestealer is going to go down at the end. Darkseer still alive. The Wall of Replica Illusions just doing work. And here's where the Hex Sticks are really going to be valuable. Carmadius as well as Ermofo, though, going to go with Thompson. They're going to kill off the Luna. Ermofo doesn't do enough damage right now. He's going to try to run it out, but everyone's buying back. Poe is back, but so is Arya. They need another AA Blast right now, but it's not going to happen. Basher, not going to happen either. Buybacks galore. Roshan still alive. And that AA Blast doing work. Unfortunately, doesn't have a buyback, and I don't think it's going to take them 15 seconds to kill off Roshan. Although Arya not doing too much damage, they might actually get this time right.
Boom,
Armadius has bought back into the game, so he's not going to feel any remorse buying out for a butterfly now. Having that armlet on with the AA Blast on, that's a death sentence. He just dies. Carmadius now can get a shade upon. Does he have a BKB? He does in 5 seconds. There's a stun onto Poe, and he's completely separated away because of he loses cogs. Perfect cogs right now. AA Blast going to come in. Arya is just going to shatter from this one. That's another kill onto the Lifestealer. Fl.Int. This AA, I'm telling you guys, it's powerful. This is why I love this hero, because you could do shit like that. They're going to go get the Roshan. With only Crystal Maiden and Alchemist stuff, they have a Force Staff, so that's not enough. They could get in, possibly steal something, but this is a Roshan for White Noise. Pick up the Aegis, they get the cheese. Value, 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 and I think we know who to thank. Like, you know, round of applause for Topsu. Landing AA Blast on the Lifestealer. I mean, still, I think the Puck as well as the Darkseer, those are the biggest threats by far. Just because Wall of Replica at this point that'll kill you. That'll kill your entire team. But they're going to go for it. They have 30 seconds to push a tier 2 tower, which they should be able to secure. Mofo should have his dragon form soon, if not now. It is up. They could try to go for Rax. Are they just going to go all in on this? I think they might just go in all in on this. They have the dragon form up. They have another 20 seconds. Just keep going. Yeah. The wall of replica should be up. Everything should be up, actually, for the Fl.Int side. If they catch someone right now, that would be value. There we go. They're going to catch the Crystal Maiden. She does not have a Force Staff. She's going to go down in an instant. Hilo going to take a little bit of damage. Does have a Ghost Scepter, though. Fortification will slow him down. Lifestealer, Darkseer. Everyone's up. Crystal Maiden not up. Doesn't matter. Armadius will start bouncing those glaives as soon as this tower does go down. Does still have the Aegis. There is a Chi as well. Backing into a 2-man coil. Not bad. But there's the IA Ice Blast. Instantly the Darkseer's dead. As well as the Puck in a huge amount of trouble. The Eclipse is there as well. Arya once again going to go for your Mofo. This is the wrong target. You do not want to be going for that guy. He's on the way out. The cogs are up. He's going to go down. And I think we might have to have a little bit of a throw here, guys. I think Fl.Int had the lead. Couldn't break the base. And now they're just going to lose the game. AA Ice, but look at this glaive. This is beautiful, by the way. This is just poetic. All tier 4 towers dropping at the exact same time. No Darkseer. The throws are too strong. Hilo gonna cook in for one last one because why not? Hilo carrying the early game. Carmadius, Irmofo, and Topsu carrying the late. Celebratory Ice Blast, and ladies and gentlemen, we just got a game. That was quite the game, if I do say so myself. Fl.Int just couldn't get into the base, and their Lifestealer just wasn't stacked enough. That AA Ice Blast, though, I'm telling you guys, that won them the game. I am a firm believer in AA, although I admit that he has his shortcomings. If you do stuff like that, Lifestealer with Armlet will just kill himself. See, this Lifestealer gold per minute, that's not nearly what they wanted it to have. Lifestealer needed an Abyssal, he needed just a lot more. Unfortunately, fell a little bit short, but that's going to be it, guys. We're going to be moving on to possibly another game. I'll see you